This isn't just a cult. This is a cabal. This is an assemblage. This is hurly-burly. This is disquiet. This is poetry. This is fiction. This is reality. This is bedlam. This is kinda weird.
I think the recent episode that we have produced about fan mail must have sparked something, but I don't know exactly what it sparked. We've been receiving a lot of documents through our email address recently. Other files have come through the contact page of our website. They seem to be coming from different people or groups. It's hard to say. There really hasn't been any explanation for these documents. They seem to be classified or maybe sensitive materials, but I don't think they were sent to us by mistake. I think someone, or maybe a few people, I'm guessing listeners, have decided to send us these documents. It's like an information, kind of like WikiLeaks gets a bunch of stuff that the powers that be don't want you to see. Anyway, we hear this isn't just a cult. Been mulling this over for a couple of weeks. What should we do with these materials? I mean, this is not what we had in mind when we started doing this. We're an art collective. We're not a political movement. It has been suggested that we turn them into the authorities, but who can you trust these days? So what we have agreed to, because we do trust our listeners, is just read them out and let you, the listeners, decide. What is this all about? Is this information important? We would love to have your input. Okay. Here we go. First doc.
This one was sent to us as 3 JPEGs. It looks like someone took pictures of a computer screen. It has no header or title. It just starts with...
The tattoo was located across the hindquarters and it simply stated "fuck hope." 3-inch letters in height, black ink, and according to the experts who studied it, probably Ukrainian in origin, referred to photo VP-7A along with documentation VP-7A EXDOC 1-6. An extensive investigative retrieval of documents conducted by agents in Field 2 produced a transcript from the interview conducted with his mother by the original probe. She described him as a permanent black eye on my personal life. Several times she referred to his scavenger eyes, and her nickname for him was Jackleg. During the interview, she described him as intransigent, apoplectic, truculent, inimical, mendacious, tetchy, a popinjay, a real shit stinker filled with taradiddle and perfidy. Documentation MAMT-667.
Then, on a second photo, it continues.
The field agents of Zone 1 discovered some very early writings that indicate an outline of the plan. In his words, "When I complete school, I want to be president of the country because I want to bring peace and love and I want to avoid work." Later in the timeline, there was something of a strategy of personal philosophy included in the documents. It was written on a number of paper Burger King Whopper wrappings in black Sharpie with his distinctive script. Number 1, lie and be into it. 2, lie more. 3, demand loyalty of friends. 4, be impulsive. 5, leave yourself open to conspiratorial moments. 6, stay agitated and success will follow. 7, enjoy what you do. 8, remember that you are you, and no one else could be you, and no one else is capable of being you. And if they even tried to be you, they would fail, and they would be a failure, and they would not be you. Documentation BK-UFB-DB-FT.
And then, on a third JPEG, we have...
Many passages of his writings continue to be reviewed by the Psych Unit. They include 1. Strange people, possibly aliens, could have... space disease. 2. You're thirsty is ours to quench. 3. These mice eat cats. 4. Covfefe. C-O-V-F-E-F-E. I don't even know what that is. 5. Violence is a disease. I like disease. 6. I've grown up to be a debaser. Documentation PU-147C.
And now, a quick word from our sponsor.
Reach in there and touch it. Really, I dare you. Get in deep. Up to your elbow at least. Wiggle your fingers. Can you feel it? It's warm, isn't it? Pull your hand out. Smell it. What does it remind you of? Carrion? Fish musk? Or something a bit more enticing? Exciting? Touch it again. What? It bit you? Did it draw blood? Leave your hand in there. Let it drip. Feed it. You may feel something suckle the tips of your fingers. You like that, don't you? It's okay. It's not abnormal. At least not while you're here with me. No, don't scream. I know it hurts a little. Allow it. Give it life. And ride the wave. I know you feel it. There. That spot. Don't feel embarrassed. It's a natural reaction. Let it ride. You can, put it in there. Take your hand out. Don't look at it though. No, thrust it inside. Don't look at me like that. Let it ride. Let it ride. What you are experiencing is the all-new for 2020 Tesla Eel. And this Eel is electric, with 4 lithium-ion fully electric motors supplying nearly 500 horsepower each. The 2020 Tesla Eel is built to stun its prey. It's long, cylindrical, and scaleless. Available in both gunmetal gray or shit-stained brown with a red undercoat. The all-wheel drive Tesla Eel can reach a top speed of 200 miles an hour with a total of 1,987 horsepower. The tail region constitutes about 4/5 of the carbon fiber Tesla Eel's total length because that is where the batteries are stored. With the all-new Tesla Electricus technology, which uses artificial intelligence to capture the essence of South America's most deadly fish and blend it with over 16 years of American automobile engineering prowess into a true hybrid muscle car. Quite literally, the Tesla eel powertrain is derived from the muscle tissue of the electric eel and reverse engineered to discharge 1,000 volts. A charge certainly powerful enough to jolt humans, but there's more. The eel's electrical discharges may be used to innovate other drivers who clearly don't know their ass from a hole in the ground from ruining your driving experience by releasing sudden jolts of electricity that can either induce warning neurological twitching or sudden convulsions that, either way, will clear your path. If things get really hectic, patented Tesla eel organ hive mind technology can be utilized to communicate with other Tesla eels in your vicinity to create a swirling feeding frenzy that is sure to end any traffic jam experience. The Tesla eel is the perfect blend of eco-friendly and deadly. So, get your ass down to your local Tesla dealer and place your $300,000 deposit on the all-new 2020 Tesla eel. Production of your personalized model will begin as soon as the money is transferred and your blood and related DNA samples arrive at our facility. The remaining $1.8 million, along with state and local taxes, will be due in cash upon the delivery of your completed dream come true. And then, let it ride.
Would it satisfy you? Would it satisfy you? Would you think the man is strange? Would you think the man is strange? Look at that cowboy pissing on the senators. You can't read your letters, sir, but don't talk about it later. Take a look at that oil king. He's pissing on everything, taking off his wedding ring and bending us over. Now what can a poor boy do but to play in a rock and roll band? Well, bless my soul for rock and roll. I think it's time to shake my can. Would it satisfy you? Would it slide on by you? Would you think the man is strange? Would you think the man is strange? Look at Johnny with his hickory bat. He swings the things and makes them go splat. Could turn away and never look back. But if you did, he'd like it like that. Look at them with a fag on a stick. Seems to me that's jingoistic. They bought the plan that it's on TV. Buy 3 and the 4th is free. Now what can a poor boy do but to play in a rock and roll band? Well, bless my soul for rock and roll. I think it's time to shake my can. Would it satisfy you? Would it slide on by you? Would you think the man is strange? Would you think the man is strange? Look at that Arab man. He's had a gun in his hand. Is he protecting his promised land? No, he wants to shoot your mother. Look at them in Paris, France. I heard they wear funny pants. They say they have a different plan. No, they're selling guns to the Arab man. Now what can a poor boy do but to play in a rock and roll band? Well, bless my soul for rock and roll. I think it's time to shake my can. Would it satisfy you? Would it slide on by you? Would you think the man is strange? Would you think the man is strange? Look at that elephant. He's shooting up some coke again. But what about the evidence? Shut up, kid, and mind your own biz. This crap is running downhill. Have you seen the hucksters around here? Got all the money, but they're looking for more. Buy a shirt that calls you a whore. What can a poor boy do but to play in a rock and roll band? Well, bless my soul for rock and roll. I think think it's time to make a stand. Yeah, we need more parties in the USA. We more parties in the USA. We need more parties in the USA.
That was The Man is Strange by the Halcyon Brothers. I like that song.
Okay, what were we talking about? Right. Then we received this PDF.
Performance review regarding Danica Gwaybold, Field 2 agent. Overview. When Ms. Gwaybold is engaged in her work, she can be an effective member of the field agent team. Unfortunately, there is too often a time when she is late to work and not fully engaged until an hour into the workday, which at times creates unnecessary challenges for the rest of the Field 2 agents. On a recent document retrieval operation last month, case MAMT 667, while the operation met with ultimate success, it was despite the shortcomings of Ms. Gwaybold, who was 45 minutes late to the rendezvous site. This put undue pressure on agent, and I can't really read this part, it's been highlighted in black, this put undue pressure on agent something who single-handedly conducted the interview probe. Perhaps due to her tardiness, when she did arrive to the interview, she was ill-prepared for engaging the subject. An attempt at humor, perhaps to diffuse the tension with the other field agent, was both sexual in nature and borderline racist. A copy of the complaint filed by agent something is on file. Documentation MUFF03-RPL. It is the recommendation that Agent Gwaybold be put on temporary suspension of field duties in order to re-evaluate her standing with the agency. Signed, Darwin Chatterway, Human Resources. Subject: investigation into the disappearance of Darwin Chatterway of Human Resources and Danica Gwaybold, Field 2 agent of the National Intelligence Agency. This report was compiled for Dr. Park Rapids, current director of the National Intelligence Agency, and Clint P. Black, undersecretary tasked with COFEFI threat opportunity assessment. Scope and purpose. The purpose of this document is to clarify, illuminate, and pontificate in a manner that lays down principles as undeniably true regarding the suspects, circumstances, and context of the departures as they relate to the Lie and Be Into It project beginning in 2015. The thing that happened in December 2017, two events we find both ditheringly and indistinguishably linked, along with what transpired between events, conditions, and proceedings which were not centered in the middle. The urgency of this report is heightened by the revelations about that other thing that happened and what appears to be the involvement of principal players from the events of 2015 leading into 2016, which of course became 2017, then 2018 as predicted, and 2019 as prophesized. That is the clear and present theft of vital national dignity along with other assets. As parallel investigations are being carried out by both the FBI and the Capitol Police, we are not addressing forensic aspects of this case beyond the facts of the first encounter. 1. On the date that will not be mentioned in this report, an undisclosed object did a thing at a NIA safe house facility near Washington, D.C., and the two known disappearances were the above-mentioned Chatterway and Gwaybold. 2. Simultaneously, merely blocks from the safe house incident, during a systematic sweep of Zone 1, field agents discovered two liquid silicone items accurately representing snakeheads atop masculine animal Parapic devices comprising 7.1 inches in length in iridescent color with a water-based substance capable of reducing friction, and suction cups for hands-free use. Pointedly, this is the same model from both the 2016 and 2017 incidents, although in slightly different girth. This report is concerned with the causes of these vanishings and the complex interrelationship of the suspects in this case, especially as to how they interface with others. Karl Marx, Mary Magdalene, Marzipan, the board game Star Force, Alpha Centauri, and what we have learned from what has become known as the anomaly in Topeka.
Flowing, miners were towing, you were halting on a line over the high peaks. One given image, were you begging for overtime? And now your palace kills an ash. Come back, come back. And now your palace kills an ash. Come back, come back. They judged you cunning. They judged you cloaking, strangling with the dust and heat. You're William Brilliance, with all of the romance, tracked and bathed with zealous bleach. And now your palace kills an ash. Come back, come back. And now your palace kills an ash. Come back, come muzzle, throwing out your open trap. Your fused figures, covered in cinders, shared in the moment, comrade. And now your palace kills the ash. Comrade, comrade. And now your palace kills the ash. And now your palace kills the ash. Come back, come back.
That was another song I was just thinking about for some reason. It's called Comrade, and it's by the Halcyon Brothers.
Okay. Then we have what appears to be a JPEG of a photocopy of a printed FBI report. It is dated February 27th, 2019, and it reads... Wait, it has portions that have been blackened out with a marker. What is that? What do they call that again? Starts with an R. Redact. Right. Okay. So there's a bunch of stuff here that's redacted. I'll do my best.
Emergency room, Valley of Fear Hospital. Redacted stated that in regard to Dr. Park Rabbits, not the Dr. Park Rabbits that everyone knows from the NIA, but a different one from Pensacola, Florida, one that drives a pretty sweet 1970 AMC Javelin powered by a high-performance 360 V8 engine with black vinyl interior, power steering, ram air hood, rear spoiler, rally wheels, and a big bad orange paint job. That Dr. Park Rapids on January 15th, 2019, treated an individual who had an overdose of drugs. Probably diacetylmorphine, candy, horse, the big H, flea powder, the hard stuff, but it could have been something else like cheeseburgers or chicken nuggets or even Funyuns. And she knows for a fact beyond a shadow of a doubt that Dr. Park Rapids saved the life of this individual. At this time, we do not know the make and or model of the type of vehicle that the overdoser drove or drives, if in fact that individual overdoser does indeed drive and or own a motorized vehicle of any type. The same can be stated for Redacted. She further stated that the Municipal City Police Department was called, and one of the individuals who accompanied this patient to the hospital told the name of the individual who sold him the drugs, the pusher that is, and that the friends of this individual who had this overdose of candy or possibly White Castle sliders were described by Redacted as the hippie type, or maybe not really the hippie type, but something more like the yoga type, maybe a meditation bro, like someone really into health, wellness, meditation, suburban wine bars and selfies with a downward facing camera. People who wear yoga clothes when grocery shopping or meet similar branded types at the wine bar. Redacted reviewed the records of the emergency room, Valley of Fear Hospital, and she stated that the patient who received the overdose was something of a popinjay, a real shit stinker filled with Teradol and perfidy. A white male, probably in his 70s, and on that same night, January 15th, 2019, he was sent to Super Big Army Hospital by ambulance. Redacted, despite best efforts, personal threats, threats of grave harm to friends and family, or offers of Skittles, could provide no further information.
So yeah. That is what has been happening around here. If you know what any of this means, let us know. If you are the person or one of the people sending us this stuff, maybe explain it a little. What is it? What does it mean? Why did you send it to This Isn't Just a Cult? What do you want?
Featured music in this episode included in order of appearance: Thursday, 8:55 p.m. by Machete Pedals. The Man is Strange by the Halcyon Brothers. Comrade by the Halcyon Brothers. And this little ditty, In School with Guitar by Machete Pedals. More music from our constellation of artists can be found at Bandcamp, Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud, Google Play, all the places. This Isn't Just a Cult is a production of Higgins Turner Higgins, LLC.
Subscribing and reviews are greatly appreciated. Or, better yet, do you have a weird friend? I'm guessing that you are the weird friend of someone else, but maybe you have a person in your life, someone who is your weird friend. Tell them about this podcast. In fact, let's add a little gravity to the situation. I insist that you tell a friend. Seriously, I mean it. Go tell someone about this podcast. If you don't, I swear, I'm going to make a big pot of minestrone soup. Yep, you heard it right. It's an ultimatum. If you don't spread the word about the This Isn't Just a Cult podcast, I'm going to make a super big batch of minestrone soup, and it is going to be delicious. So, go on your social media thingies and state,
I love that this isn't just a cult podcast, and you will too. Here is a link. If you do not do this little favor for us, I will not let you have any soup. Did I mention it's minestrone? Yum. Minestrone. Or, if you are inclined to financially support our weird little podcast, you can make a contribution at our website. thisisn'tjustacult.com/podcast. Maybe you have been listening to this odd little podcast and have a thought or two. We would love to hear from you. Send us an email, JPEGs, PDFs, or any sensitive material through our website or at thisisn'tjustacult@gmail.com. You can also find us on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. You know what? How about one more song? This seems appropriate. Qualis Vita Finas Ita by the Halcyon Brothers. As always, thank you for listening.
I got a bad letter from Norway. My crony Contessa was on her way. The snow was descending from August to May, revoking a fable I heard yesterday. I got an evil message from southern Spain. My comrade Roberto arriving by plane. The sky was near evening and it started to rain, recalling a story I thought was insane. Qualis Vita Finas Ita. Qualis Vita Finas Ita. Got a nasty note from Martinique, highly encrypted, it was doublespeak. The day was depleting and there was the Greek, retelling a tall tale of a Jesus freak. I got a vile dispatch from the Quaker State. Simple instructions to assassinate. The clouds were darkening, no room for debate. Reviewing a legend just a little too late. Qualis Vita Finas Ita. Qualis Vita Finas Ita. Contessa was on her way. The snow was descending from August to May, revoking a fable I heard yesterday. Qualis Vita Finas Ita. Qualis